I'll just use my teacher voice, eh? Rugby boys, it's basketball season. Tēnā rā koutou, e raurana tirama, muhi ana waki a koutou, ka kai mai nei, e koutou i te kaupapa. Te kaupapa, moenei taona, moenei rangatira mua pōpō. E tikana me tīmata, me huri aki whakaro, ki a hau ki tōku pepeha. Ko kaurana ki te maunga kai rei ko ki tipuna ko meri i te kai kaku ki ana ari ki ai. Ko tuki te awa, ko mihiroa te hapu, ko mihiroa te whare, ko ngāti kahunu te iwi tākitini te wakati hei maurioa. Ko te runarawa, me mihi tātou ki aia, te tuatahi, ko i te timatanga, ko i te whahutunga, nāna i tukuna mai ki a mātou na tini koha pere a mātou whānau, o mātou tamariki, ki au nei ki o ka whakaro, te mea nui i te ao e harapu te tangata, i te araka mō te tangata, i mea ake tēnā. Te whare i tūnei ki tonu, e rauranga tina mā tēnā rā koutou, Dr. Simon, Dr. Bodo, we had WBC rise again, tēnā ka whae. I had the opportunity last year to fly to Auckland and to present in the Whare Pacifica there. I'm still in awe of that beautiful building. I had rushed there straight from a senior camp. So it was like outhouse to the penthouse kind of situation. Very stimulating. Not that I don't love my children, but sleep deprivation does weird things to you. This is the senior class from Glenview School. These guys are my pride and joy. You'll hear me growling, but it's all because it's my father's perspective. This is the greatest and most talented singing and drama cohort of people that I've ever had in 25 years of being at Glenview. One of the reasons why, on my perspective, that they are so talented is because they feel good about themselves and they support each other. And rule number one of the arts is supporting each other. I sort of look back to 1996 where a young teacher with a flat top, a very earnest young man, had an immersion class, and at the same time our principal of the day, Mrs. Pauline Thomas, joined our school. Pauline was the pioneer for all of our initiatives in terms of health promotion. Pauline was a war baby. She was born in the middle of the Blitzkrieg in London. She was somebody who knew hardship as a young child, and she knew the positive impact on being healthy ASAP. She was a gymnast, so she had passion in health and PE, and she was somebody who you would see actively modelling positive health promotion for staff and for her children. Her morning teas we really look forward to, but the salary's good for you. She was somebody who helped to change our community's traditional perspectives on our Polynesian people are amazing at showing love and generosity through food. Our problem back then, and our problem still in our wider community, the incidence of obesity, heart disease, mental health, body image, bad choices with budgeting, all of those kinds of things. So 25 years worth of time being there has allowed me to have the privilege of seeing 4 cycles of year 0 to 6 children go through a consistent environment where health promotion, not just with our policies in terms of water, excuse me, not just our policies in terms of healthy eating, but our Enviro Schools initiatives. Community orchards and gardens are there for all of our community to access. Our science teaching through botanic opportunities in our Enviro program offer our kids a way to historically connect back to our traditional mindsets in Polynesia about gardening. So Rongo in Māori culture is the god of peace, and he's the god of war, because when you're not fighting, you should be in the garden. I know that the science coming out of that for kids being immersed in that environment has led them to have passions for their own gardening, and that's snowballed. Our sporting programs at Glenview School, you poor children have no choice but to love basketball, hey? Basketball, a wonderful metaphor for life. You play well, you get the rewards even if you're not victorious. You feel good about yourself. You're looking at the champion teams from the Rangikura Palamuana basketball competition, where my year 4 to 16 go there weekly and beat up on the 4 1 and 2s. So we need to have great fundamental skills. We need to have really good key competencies working amongst our teams in terms of relating to each other, participating in, managing. Aren't they well trained? Awesome. The answers that they're giving you, yeah, they're parrot fashion, because I'm an ancient teacher, dinosaur like. But they're not just like saying these things to make their teacher smile. They're saying these things and they're actually modelling these things at school so that they're role models for younger people that are coming up through the ranks. So we don't have a room number. We call ourselves the Tuakana class. Tuakana means big brother or sister. And these guys here do a really good job most of the time at providing a good example for a coding of life, of how you should live, of how you should cooperate, how you should be proud of yourself, and your school identity through sport. And our parents coming and seeing us be successful is a great way to bind ourselves together. We are part of the Korero East Kahuiako, a collection of schools all banded together to look after each other. One of the three main kaupapa and kind of like learning filters are voice, action and identity. The government is really smart in recent times in trying to give us sort of ideas about how we promote the agentic qualities of our children. Children, what's agency?
Oh.
Agency, Jenny?
When kids have a say.
When kids have a say. So kids having a say in their learning means they're more passionate towards their learning. I know being a boy, unless there's a payoff, there's not really as much sort of buy-in from you. So the fact that we've got this opportunity here to share our perspectives has driven our persuasive writing program in the last 3 weeks. 3 planning. Thanks, Gerhard. I haven't had to make anything up. But what it is has been purposeful for these guys. We've managed to find a real-life contextual opportunity for our kids to have their chance to express and to have their say. I know I speak too much, it's what I do for a living, but what I'll do is we'll finish with a waiata, and I'll open the floor. You can ask these guys anything you want. A lot of their voice is included in the submission that we're making today. So it's a really proud moment for our school being involved in something this huge. And like I'm dreaming of a future where all schools in New Zealand have adopted similar policies and attitudes. A lot of our health problems that we have later in life won't be so pertinent. And a lot of our Pacific communities where we're teaching in now will have better quality of life and longevity. My partner's a dialysis nurse, so she wants me to say that. We'll sing a song, and then you can ask these guys anything you like. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Is there a guitar? Yes. ¿Tu vas a responder?
Sí.
Muy bien.
Ah
questions from the floor for the children? Yes, ma'am.
What's your favourite drink at home?
Kiara?
Excellent.
That's a good answer. What do you say, Peter?
Milk.
Good answer.
Water.
Good answer. Kia ora. Good.
What do you think that the government should be doing to make life better for kids around New Zealand?
Good question. Mr. Joe?
Less sugar and healthier eating policies.
What colour hat are we? What colour hat are we wearing when we're being creative? A green one? Anyone got another answer to Maxwell's question? Put it up in your coding your behaviour. Okay, what's your answer?
Every morning, the shops, the Prime Minister should tell all the shops that the kids shouldn't be allowed to get anything from there until the afternoons.
Okay, that's a good answer. I like that. Yeah. Your answer, Chloe?
Soft drinks or chicken packets should have 7 grams of sugar on them.
So this coding here is going to be helpful for that, and knowing how much sugar is in there. It's a really good idea. It's part of our science investigation and reading and interpreting the language. Awesome. Questions? Sir?
What do your parents think of a water-only school? No cat food at school.
Water only? Jesse, what do your family think?
I think it's good because they know that I'm not too energetic and that I'm calm and I'm getting myself at school.
No, good.
Nice. Keeping those energy levels in check. What about you, Nicole?
My dad knows that if I'm going to school that's healthy and whatever soft drinks, he knows that I'm allowed to walk to the shops and just get some money sometimes.
Sometimes, talking about the food pyramid there. Okay, nice. You tell me?
They think it's good because you know you'll be healthier longer.
Nice. Jimmy?
If your parents know that you're healthy, they won't be worried that much about you.
Okay, peace of mind. Lots of answers. You got one?
They think it's really good, and they know that I have, and me, my brother, and all my cousins will have longevity.
Longevity is a word that's in our vocabulary. Because persuasive writing needs those really heavy terms. Tell the last one.
My mum and dad think it's good because they know it helps my brain function more when I'm hungry.
It's what I notice, I see compare from beginning when I was teaching when kids were drinking and eating what they wanted. Do you think they could sustain focus? Not with all the energy floating around that needs to come out, hey? Okay? Question now?
Kia ora, Mariki. Who's got big brothers or sisters at high school? Oh, what do they think about sugary drinks? Have they changed their attitudes a bit?
What do your big siblings think? What do your family think and your college brothers and sisters think, Rita? I know what they think, but I just want to make you say something. You're shy. Anyone else got an answer to Fire's question about what your big brothers and sisters think? We can have a very vociferous today. Yes, sir?
My big sister doesn't like it because she's used to eating a lot of junk food.
Okay. Yes, sir?
My sister's alright with it, but she knows it's unhealthy, so she normally drinks iced tea instead.
She's a sensible girl, your big sister. What do you say?
My sisters and my brothers, they don't like drinking fizzies and eating sugar, they like drinking bread and milk.
This guy's auntie plays with the Blackbirds. An amazing sporting family, these guys. This guy in particular, it's hard to put him in a position for basketball because he can do everything. And a lot of the reasons behind the success that this family have had with cricket and with rugby in particular is really good nutrition, and all of those kids have come through our school. Time for 2 more questions, and we'll sing a song. And sorry, ma'am.
What makes learning about water on the shore healthy food fun for you guys?
How was it fun? Like, yeah, how was learning about the sun?
Because when you drink water, you won't get thirsty and you get hydrated.
Okay, I like the answer, but think about the question. What's your answer to that? Anyone else whose name is not Koketaka want to talk today? Ladies. What makes learning about this fun? I'm thinking about agency, are you? What makes it fun? Say it, Joe.
Because when we learn about it, we learn about the protein, so we know what's going to happen when we eat like the eggs and good things for breakfast, and we get to run around and play and learn about what games we play.
So I knew this guy from a science perspective. So science perspective is there. Or a lot of people who aren't putting their hands up right now because they're overwhelmed, having a say, being able to be persuasive in your writing, following our planning template and having a main point and then justifying. A lot of our work in maths right now is not knowledge-based, it's actually based upon working out a strategy that you can explain and you can work cooperatively with the group doing. So that promotion of agency and voice, for a lot of those girls who's back there that aren't putting their hand up, I will say through their writing, their personal voice is coming through, their perspectives are coming through. I can tell they know what they're talking about because they're making salient points. So we had parent-teacher interviews last night, lots of really good feedback on that to parents about how this context is driving our learning. Ma'am?
I'd like to say something very briefly on this program from a leadership and board of trustees perspective. It is so easy. I mean, you mentioned no-brainer. Of course, it was easy for me because I entered into school which already had it, but you do need to keep the momentum going on the pedal, which sometimes we don't. But it's really just a case of saying we are water only, full stop. So that if anything does arrive at school, then it just gets put away till 3 o'clock and taken home, and often it doesn't. Usually it doesn't arrive, and we appreciate the free milk that we get at school, the plain milk. So I can't speak for colleges, perhaps it's more of a challenge there, but definitely for primaries, I don't understand why it can't be water only for all primary school.
So look, on the subject of agency, and I'm not trying to be political here, but the children have chosen to end with this song, and we are making this metaphoric reference in this, aren't we? So Mother Mary in this song we're referring to, and words of wisdom we're referring to the way that we've dealt with the COVID situation in New Zealand. So thank you for listening. Any questions that you want to ask informally or send through to me, we'll give you our details and you can do so in leisure. Ready? Blue.